Life million years ago. How early humans battled prehistoric giants for survival. A lone early human scout spots a herd of mammoths grazing near a frozen river at dawn. A hunting party silently stalks a massive bull mammoth through tall grass. Spears are raised as the mammoth turns violently against the hunters. A young hunter is knocked aside as the mammoth's tusk gouges the ground beside him. The tribe celebrates as the mammoth finally collapses, shaking the earth beneath them. Children watch in awe as elders carve meat and skin for food and clothing. A giant prehistoric snake coils around a fallen tree, swallowing a deer whole. A mother hears her child scream as the colossal serpent slithers toward the camp. Warriors jab flaming branches toward the snake's head to drive it away. The snake retreats, leaving behind a crushed path through the ferns. A hunter discovers a lone wolf cub trapped under a rock slide. Against the tribe's warnings, he frees the cub and carries it home. The cub snarls at first, but soon learns to accept human touch. A rival tribe ambushes the wolf-raising hunter in a dense jungle clearing. The grown wolf lunges from the shadows, saving its human companion. An elder teaches children how to shape flint into razor-sharp blades. Hunters test new spearheads against thick animal hides. The tribe creates smoke signals to warn of predators approaching the valley. A roar echoes across the cliffs as a giant cave bear emerges. The beast charges into the cavern where families shelter in darkness. Torches flare as hunters drive the bear back toward the entrance. A spear pierces its throat, and it collapses in a shower of dust and blood. A Komodo-sized ancient lizard suns itself near the watering hole. Hunters attempt to surround it, but it charges with lightning speed. The tribe desperately mixes herbs to fight the poison. A foolish youth approaches a giant sloth, believing it harmless. The sloth's claws swing, tearing open his shoulder. A shaman burns herbs and chants to stop the bleeding. A young woman offers a necklace of seashells as a marriage gift. Her father demands proof of strength, a trophy from a deadly hunt. The suitor returns bleeding, but triumphant, with a sabertooth fang. Fruit falls from towering trees as giant birds scatter above. Children rush to collect fruit, but freeze when a rhino-sized boar charges. Adults throw stones, distracting the beast long enough to escape. A rabbit hunt is interrupted by a pack of prehistoric hyenas. The hyenas circle, laughing and snapping at the hunter's heels. A firebrand keeps them at bay until backup arrives. Heavy rains flood the valley, forcing the tribe to relocate. A crocodile the size of a canoe attacks while crossing a river. Warriors drive spears into its eyes as its jaws snap inches from their legs. A strange flower is discovered that numbs pain when chewed. Hunters use the flower to treat spear wounds from a recent battle. The tribe follows migrating herds across a volcanic plain. Ash clouds darken the sky as tremors shake the ground. A fiery eruption forces everyone to run for their lives. A giant eagle swoops down, snatching a child into the sky. Arrows fly upward, and the bird releases the child into a net below. A mysterious skeleton of a giant creature is discovered near the cliffs. Elders say it is the bones of an ancient sky god. A daring youth climbs the bones to prove his bravery. The bones shift and collapse, nearly crushing him beneath them. A glowing meteor streaks across the night sky, terrifying the tribe. The next day, they find a smoking crater lined with strange metal. A newborn baby is marked with red clay as a blessing of survival. A saber-toothed cat stalks the camp from the shadows. The wolf companion growls and alerts the tribe before the attack. Spears strike as the cat leaps, and it falls just short of its target. A pregnant woman is escorted by hunters through dangerous territory. A giant tortoise blocks the path, refusing to move. The tribe waits patiently, respecting the ancient creature's pace. Hunters track giant elk across the frozen tundra. The herd stampedes, nearly trampling the lead tracker. One elk is brought down with a perfectly timed spear throw. A child discovers fireflies and believes they are captured stars. A storyteller uses the glowing insects to teach about ancestors. A young hunter sees his reflection in a still pond and contemplates purpose. A colossal frog erupts from the water, swallowing a bird whole. The tribe harvests honey from a massive beehive high in a tree. Angry bees swarm as hunters leap into a river to escape. A night raid by rival humans begins with silent arrows in the dark. Warriors rise from sleep, wielding burning logs as weapons. The attackers retreat, leaving behind wounded and stolen supplies. The tribe crafts it into a sacred talisman for protection. A boy watches elders dance around a fire, memorizing each step. A thunderstorm splits a tree in half, igniting the grassland. The tribe races to outrun the wildfire's blazing front. Smoke-driven animals stampede toward the river, nearly crushing children. A wise elder teaches how to read the stars for navigation. Hunters use star patterns to locate hidden lakes. A massive centipede crawls into a sleeping warrior's furs. The tribe burns aromatic leaves to drive insects away. A glacial cliff collapses, revealing ancient frozen corpses. The tribe performs rituals to honor the unknown dead. A floating log turns out to be a crocodile waiting in ambush. Hunters create a raft to safely transport children across rivers. A giant beaver builds a dam that floods the hunting grounds. The tribe dismantles the dam to restore the river's flow. A curious child touches glowing fungus and becomes ill. The shaman brews a potion from bitter roots to save her. A wandering trader offers seashells in exchange for fire-hardened spears. The tribe builds a stone monument to mark their territory. A giant vulture lands atop the monument, watching silently. Hunters return victorious, carrying chunks of rare red meat. A victory feast erupts with dancing, shouting, and bone drums. The wolf howls at the rising moon as flames crackle around the fire. The narrator's voice echoes. Against giants and nature itself, humanity survived and began its endless story.